Okay, so today we have a great drill that's going to help us mobilize the middle of our spine, the thoracic spine or T-spine. This is the part of the spine that's responsible for rotating and for bending forward and backwards. This is the part of the spine that's supposed to move, not the lower back, not the neck. And when this area gets stiff and tight, then we end up moving at the lower back and at the neck, and that's where we have back pain, we have neck pain and shoulder pain. So let's try a drill today that will help us loosen this area up, especially the rotation part. We're going to spend a lot of time on our knees in this drill, so if you have sore knees, you can use a yoga block or a pillow or a towel or something soft to place under your knee, and that's okay. This will help you spend more time on the knee so that you can effectively do this drill. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so let's lower down into a very deep lunge, as deep as you can get. Go all the way back, push your foot back, and then this is where you're going to drop the knee. And the goal of this drill is to rotate at the middle of the back, just trying to, open up the spine there. You can even use your hand, place it inside that foot, and you can push against the foot a little bit. This will help you get a little more rotation. You see, I can't even get a perfect 180 degrees on the inside leg because I lack the mobility, so I use my hand to push against my foot to help me open a little more. And if you have better mobility than I do, you want to make this drill a little bit harder, you can squeeze your glutes and straighten out your back. You can see I have a little bit of curve, which is okay because the drill is focusing on the middle of the spine. But if you want to get even deeper stretch, more intense, you can squeeze the butt, and that will help have you stretching the hip flexors, the outside of the hip, the inside of the hip, in addition to the spine. And if you're like me and you want to open up even more, especially on that inside leg, you can use the wall to help you. So you're going to get into the same position, and this time you're going to get as close as possible to the wall, and then you're going to slowly rotate up. And sometimes this is so intense that you can only get your forearm up to the wall, and that's okay. You can do repetitions here, just open, close for 10 to 20 reps, or you can hold it for a few seconds. But whenever you reach this full deep position, you need to inhale and exhale as deep as possible because you're trying to use your breath to help you get into a deeper stretch. And just at this angle here, you can see that I'm already open more using the wall than I can by myself. So this will help me get a deeper stretch and in the end, improve my mobility. And again, if you want to make the stretch a little bit deeper, you can squeeze your glutes, trying to get your back straighter as you rotate, and this will just stretch more of the hips. It just makes the stretch deeper and incorporates more muscles. So just work at your level and use the wall to help you open up the best you can. And you can even take this drill on the other side, using that arm now against the wall, using it to push as you're trying to open up the opposite direction. And now you're aiming for the wall. So once you get to the wall, you know you've reached your goal, and it just gives you a physical target to shoot for. And to make this stretch deeper in the spine, you can use a yoga block on the wall, and you can make it as thick as you can. Depends on your mobility, your range of motion. But that same concept applies. You're just using the wall to help you open up. And as for the placement of the foot, it just depends on how your knee feels. The stretch in the spine doesn't change much. The foot placement actually just changes whether or not you're stretching in the hip. So the foot placement is just it's optional. It depends on what you like. The goal is to focus on opening at the spine.